Hello everyone, this is M. Prashant Reddy, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. So we are in the lecture series of thermodynamics and the introduction of thermodynamics and evolution of thermodynamics into the heat to the work, the basic things are there, we'll discuss in the previous. Now we do the a few more experiments on, we do some more calculations and derivations of work done for flow and non-flow processes. How the work done is varying for the both flow and non-flow process. We'll continue that topic, right? So here we go for a topic. Before we are dealing with the thermodynamic units, just we have to understand the universal gas equation. How the universal gas equation we convert into according to our required method. So if you take the universal gas equation, it is PV is equal to mRT. In that, P is a pressure of a system, the V is the volume of a system, and the mass inside that mass of the molecules in that system. R is a universal gas constant which is inside that system. The temperature of that system, you call this a combination of these three. PV is equal to mRT, called universal gas equation, right? If you want to convert this PV, you bring this V to this side. That means P is equal to small m by capital V by RT. So m by V we call as density. That means rho RT. That means PV is equal to rho RT, right? So what is a rho? It is a density. The density is equal to mass by volume, right? So this is a density. If you bring the density to this side, that is equal to P is equal to 1 by rho into RT. 1 by rho or 1 by density we also called specific volume. That means PV is equal to specific volume into RT. P into specific volume is equal to RT, right? That means P specific volume is equal to RT, right? So this is a evolution of conversion of density to specific volume. The same equation if you bring, so I can also convert this ideal gas equation, universal gas equation. R is a gas constant. I convert this gas constant into universal gas constant. That is equal to R is gas constant is equal to R bar by capital M. The R bar is nothing but universal gas constant and M is molecular weight. Okay. So that means PV is equal to M into R bar by M into T. Okay. So now I bring this M to this below this M. That means PV is equal to M by M all into R bar into T. So the M by M, that small m by capital M, you can call as, that is mass of the substance by molecular weight, you call as number of moles. If you divide mass of the substance by molecular weight, you can get the how many number of molecules in that one. So that is, you can write in that PV is equal to N R bar T, right? So now, so N bar you can also write in that way. So number of molecules you can also write in this way. Number of molecules, that means number of moles you can write in this way. Number of molecules by Avogadro number. That means you write this N in terms of PV is equal to N by A into R bar and T, right? So this N you write the same, but R bar by A you write in terms of Boltzmann constant. That means universal gas constant by Avogadro number you called as Boltzmann constant. So you convert the PV, into NKT. PV into NKT. That means pressure into volume is equal to N. That means number of molecules into a Boltzmann constant into temperature. This is ideal gas equation. Depends on the parameter what you give. Depends on that you can convert in one form to other form. Okay, this is a ideal gas equation. Now we'll come to the real topic what we are previously discussed. Okay, we have a very basic introduction in a previous video. So in a thermodynamic work done, we have a two process. One is non-flow process, other one is flow process. The example for the non-flow process is a gas enclosed in a piston cylinder. That is example for that one. For the flow process, there is a nozzle example I taken. Okay, this is two non-flow and flow processes, right? These are the two examples for the flow and these are the flow example for the non-flow and flow process. That is piston cylinder here, and here it is nozzle is a piston cylinder. So we also learned in the previously the area under the PV diagram is a work done for the non-flow process. That means this much amount of area you call as a work done. For the area left of the PV diagram you call as work done for the flow process. Okay, just to calculate this how much amount of area here, then you get the work done. Just calculate how much amount of area here, just you get the work done. That's it, nothing more you have to do if you have a PV diagram. Because in this one you call as work done is equal to integral of V dP. In this case work done is equal to integral of P dV. Right? These are the two conditions. Now the flow process, that means non-flow process and flow process, you have all these 5 constants. That means isobaric, isochoric, isothermal, adiabatic, polytropic. All you have for both flow as well as non-flow process. Individually all these 10 we derive the equation for the work done. The first is non-flow process. In non-flow process, isobaric process. Right. In an isobaric process, work done, we know that work done, that means in the non-flow process, work is equal to integral of 1 to 2 into P dV. So integral of P dV, right? So isobaric means pressure you are maintaining constant. So apply the limits. So at a constant pressure, that means at a constant pressure, the volume is changed from 1 to 2. Right? Nothing but this is a, so I take a some other color. Okay? This is a line. You assume this is a line. Okay? Assume this is a line. Okay? This is a line you assume. Okay, so this is a line you assume. Okay, so this is a work happened here. The area under this line you call as a work done. Simple, right? So I calculate this in 2 ways. So how we calculate? Now by doing the integration. So how you do the integration? Integral of, okay, integral of P dV, that is equal to work. Okay, integral of P dV is equal to work. So that is equal to substitute the values of 1 to 2. So take it to P constant, come out, and dV from position V1 to position V2, that is limits of V1 to V2. Now you do the integration. By doing the integration, what you get? Integral of 1 into dV, what you get? You get the value V from V1 to V2, that is P into V2 minus V1. So this is the work done for the isobaric process. Okay, so this is a way, right? Similarly, from the diagram also I come to know. So we can understand this is a area under this line you call as a work done, right? So now what do? We do the from 0 to P. Okay, from 0 to P, that means P minus 0. So now see, this is looking like rectangle, right? So what is the area of a rectangle? The length into width, right? What is the length? What is the length? It is the length is P. Assume that length is P. What is the width? Width is V2 minus V1. That is only right. So work done is the area under the curve we call as a work done in a non-flow process. Okay. So by this method, that means from the graph also you get the same, from the equation also you get the same. Okay. So that is nothing but this is a work equation in a isobaric process for a non-flow processes. Right? Next, isochoric process. What is isochoric process? A constant volume process. Okay, constant volume process. What is a constant volume? If a work is done at a constant volume conditions, then you can say that it is a isochoric process. So what happened there? See, here in this case for the non-flow process, integral of 1 to 2 P into dV. Here what happened? The volume, change in volume is 0. That means dV, that means V2 minus V1 is equal to 0. Okay. Now substitute the same value here. V2 P into 0. What do you get value? You get the 0. 0 into something, you get the 0. That means the work done equal to 0. So from this one, we can say that the work done by isochoric process in non-flow process is 0. Same from the graph. This is a constant volume, right? Volume is constant, right? It is starting from P1, that is starting from P1 to it is P2. So do you have any area under this line? We don't find any area. It is a single line. So that from the area also you cannot find any value. That means you know that value of, for example, if it is a rectangle, value of rectangle is L into B, right? Here you have a length, that means P2 minus P1. But you have a breadth? No, breadth is 0. So that what is the value of work? It is W is equal to 0. So from that we can conclude in such a way that in a non-flow process, by if anything system works on isochoric process, work done is equal to 0, right? This is, we can conclude from this. The next process is isothermal process. This is the most important cases. We can expect some cases. Isothermal means if a work is done, that means if a system work at a constant temperature conditions, then we can call that process is isothermal process. If a system works at a constant temperature conditions, then we call it as a isothermal process. That means we maintain a temperature constant. So what is the meaning of temperature constant? In ideal gas equation, PV is equal to T if you take. Okay, that PV, you are making a P1 V1 also and P2 V2 also equal. That means you are maintaining a temperature constant, so that PV is equal to constant. So P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. That means PV is equal to constant. Or you can also write one more way, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 is equal to PV is equal to constant. You can also write in this way, right? This is the isothermal process. Now we apply our whatever we do in a previous condition, we apply the same condition for the isothermal process to find the work done in this one, right? So same thing. So PV is equal to constant, right? Right? Now what I am doing, I convert this one in terms of, see, we have PV is equal to constant. So now I am converting P in terms of value, right? Now so P is equal to C by V I am writing. So I am bringing this V into this side because I have P term, so I have to convert this one into volume terms. So that integral of 1 to 2, substitute P value. How much it is? C by V into dV, right? So the constant, right, it is taken out, constant into 1 to 2 into dV. Okay, sorry, 1 by V into dV, right? 1 by V into dV. Okay, so what you have now, do the integration for this one. So 1 to 2 means V1 to V2, that means meaning of that one is. So now do the integration for this one. C into, what is the integral of 1 by V? It is log V, right? V1 to V2. Apply the limits, so that C into log of V2 by V1, right? So you know that what is C? C equal to P into V, right? Substitute that P, C is equal to PV into log V2 by V1. Okay, you understand, right? Now you can write this in many ways. So C, you can also write PV. You can also write the same C equal, this is equal to work, right? So same PV you can write in a P1 V1 log V2 by V1. You can also write again P2 V2 log of V2 by V1. Why? Because the C value is equal to P1 V1 also equal to P2 V2, right? So this is it. And here you can also write P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, right? So that P1 by P2 is equal to V2 by V1. So in place of V2 by V1, you can also write you can also write P1 by P2. So that you can write P1 V1 log of P1 instead of V2 by V1, you can also write P1 by P2 also. So like that, this is the formula for work done in isothermal processes, right? So what are the input required you have? If you know any three values, either P1, P2 or V1, or if you know the V2, V1 and P1, any three values, you can easily find out what is the work done in an isothermal process. Okay, but if you calculate this area under this curve also, same you get the equal to this much. Okay, if you calculate from the graph also, you get the same value. That is nothing but isothermal process. But when you call this as isothermal means, so process at a constant temperature. But the thing is that when a system is working, you can call it is isothermal, but the isothermal process is very, very slow process. That means it is a slow process. When a system is doing a slow work, that you call it the isothermal process, you can say. Okay, so that is the isothermal process. Next, after the isothermal, so remember this value of work is that P1 V1 into log of V2 by V1 or P1 by V2. Okay, you can also say this one. And both graph work, graph area and this one is you find equal. Right? This is an isothermal process. Next, after that we have adiabatic process. This is the most important and mostly we can get in outside. So what is adiabatic? In a first class itself, we learned in such a way that adiabatic means it is the process is cannot interact heat to the outside. That means it is not release the heat to the outside. It is an isolated system type of things. But inside the mass flow will take place. Right? That is a system you can call as adiabatic system. And we also know that adiabatic process is very, very fast process. So if any system work very, very fastly, we can say that it is an adiabatic system. Right? So in adiabatic system, what is a work? Okay. So, but we know that the adiabatic process, it is a value is PV power gamma is equal to constant. Okay. So same thing, how you do in a isothermal process, you convert this P in terms of V. That means P is equal to C into V power gamma. Okay. So you convert that one. So you substitute this one in a work equation 1 to 2. In place of P, you substitute a PV power gamma into dV. Okay, do the integration for here. Integration of 1 to 2, you take a C outside. So 1 by V power gamma into dV. What is the value of this one? 1 to 2 means V1 to V2. That means V power gamma means V power of minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1. Integration of this one, right? So you apply the limits of V1 to V2. So that means C into V into V power of minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1 into V1 V2. Apply the limits. C is equal to, okay, once we apply the limits, what happened? It is V2 power of gamma minus 1 minus of V1 power of minus gamma plus 1 by gamma minus gamma plus 1. Right? Now you know what is the value of C? C is PV power of gamma. Right? So before going to that one, I divide the C into different points. So you can say that C into V2 power of minus gamma plus 1, okay, minus C into V1 power of minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1. Right? So you get that the values of these two. So values of these two you get, and now see C equal to, it is equal to PV power gamma, or it is also equal to PV power of P1 V1 power of gamma, also equal to P2 V2 power of gamma. That is all equal to constant. Now substitute the value of constant here. What is the value of constant? It is P1 V1 power of gamma into, that means instead of it is a second condition, right? It is a second condition, right? It is substitute the second value. That means P2 V2 is substitute. P2 V2 power of gamma into V2 minus gamma plus 1. Okay, you substitute these equations. Minus P1 V1 power gamma into V1 minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1. Okay, if you do this one, the minus gamma power plus gamma power is cancelled. Here also it is a minus gamma plus gamma. What is remain? Only one value. That means P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by gamma I taken like this one, 1 minus gamma. You understand, right? P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus gamma. So if you do this one, again a simplification. So we know that PV is equal to PV power gamma is equal to RT. So this is we know that. Okay, PV power RT. So that you substitute in place of P2 V2. So you substitute in such a way that R is a constant for the gas, so that we cannot write R. So that in place of P2 V2, you substitute RT2 power of RT2. You substitute RT2 minus RT1 by 1 minus gamma. Right? So take R common out, R by 1 minus gamma into T2 minus T1. Okay, so the value R by 1 minus gamma you can also write in terms of CV, that is specific heated constant value. Previously we discussed CV, R by 1 minus gamma is equal to CV. Once we go for the next topic, we'll discuss how we get this R or 1 minus R values. Okay, so you can write R by 1 minus gamma into CV, that means CV into T2 minus T1. This equal to, this means CV into delta T. CV into delta T, we can also write internal energy, that means U2 minus U1. Okay, this is a work done equation in adiabatic process for a non-flow process systems. Okay, and see, don't go for this much amount of distance also. So if you have a P2 V2, P1 V1 and gamma value, you can also substitute here, you can get the value. Or if you have a R and T2 T1 1 minus gamma, you can also get the work equation here itself. Okay, but you can also go in this way in the deep. If you know the CV value specific to constant value and T2 minus T1, then you can also find the value of that also. But anyway, it is depends on you where you want to find which value you have. According to that, you can get the value. But even here also, if you find the area under this curve, you get the equal of this one. Okay, area under the curve, if you write, if you do, then you get the same amount of this one. Right? So this is the process we have. Right? Next. So previously it is a adiabatic process. Now we go for polytropic process. The polytropic process means anything. It may be of adiabatic. It is that means it may be of isothermal. It may be of anything. But we use a polytropic process to do that. So how is that? Instead of PV power n, we take a constant. PV power n is equal to constant. Do the same, substitute this one. In place of P, we substitute C by V power n and do the same integration as how we do the just before. C by V power n into dV. Okay. So you take the C constant out, that means V1, V2, that means 1 by V power n into dV. That is equal to C into V power n, how we write? V power of n minus 1 minus n plus 1 by minus n plus 1 in place of V2, sorry, V1, sorry. It is a V2 by V1. Okay. So, you substitute the values of P, that means PV. You substitute the value of C and apply the limits here. So, that is V2 power of minus n plus 1 minus V1 minus n plus 1. Right. You can also write this way, minus n plus 1. Right. And what you get? You divide this one, C into V2 power minus n plus 1 by C into V1 power minus n plus 1 by minus n plus 1. Substitute the C values. In place of 2, you substitute the P2 V2 power n and V2 power minus n plus 1 minus P1 V1 power n into V1 power minus n plus 1 by minus n plus 1. So positive n, negative n cancelled, positive n, negative n cancelled, and it is you get P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by n 1 minus n. Okay, this is a work done. Okay, so this is a work done you have. this is a polytropic process. It can apply for any type. So now we apply, so we understand that work is nothing but P2 V2 minus P1 V1 for 1 minus n, right? So now apply the polytropic process for what we discussed previously. Okay, we also get the same work equation from the polytropic itself. So first one, isobaric process. So isobaric process, the n value we take as 0. I'll tell you how it is takes. So n value we take as a 0. So this process P is a constant. Isobaric means a constant pressure, and n value is 0 we take. So you substitute the n value and p value here, you get the W is equal to P is a constant, right? So that you take a P constant out, V2 minus V1 by 1 minus 0 is nothing but 1. So whatever you get the previous case is the same equation, right? The same again. In isochoric process, n value we take infinity and volume constant. So W is equal to V, volume constant, into P2 minus P1 by 1 minus infinity, that is equal to 0. Something by infinity is we can call as 0. In the same polytropic process, we apply for the isothermal process. So that how we get? So same, in isothermal process, what is the value of n? PV is equal to constant, right? Value of n is equal to value of n is equal to 1. Okay, so you substitute the value of n is equal to 1 in this equation. W is equal to P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. Something by 0. Now I'll apply the L'Hospital rule. Okay, integrate that one. Then you get the same equation of P2 V2 log of V2 by V1 if you apply the L'Hospital rule. Then same polytropic process apply for the adiabatic process. W is equal to P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by gamma minus 1, because n is equal to gamma in adiabatic process. Okay, you just take the equation of polytropic process. Okay, you take the just equation of polytropic process, you apply for the all. In this way you can do, or you can do the individual also. Okay, this is the different 5 steps of process for the non-flow process. Okay, so same thing we apply, the same similar technique we apply for the flow process. In a non-flow process example, we can take it as piston cylinder mechanism. In a flow process, we taken as an example of nozzle, right? So we apply the equation of same equation for the flow process. In a flow process, we know that, okay, area to the left of the curve. See, if you take this is my curve, area to the left of this curve, I call as a work done. Okay, right. So instead of doing all the things, I use the shortcuts here. Okay. So in a flow process, we know that the area to the left of the system is called a work done. So now we use the previous equations to solve this equation very smoothly. So that we know that the work equation is integral of 1 to 2 V dP. That means V is a volume, dP is a change in pressure. Okay, in a flow process, it is depends on the change in pressure conditions, right? So how we do? So we know that from the diagram we can understand that area to the left of the system. Okay, if you take this is the left of the system. Okay, this is you want, right? That is you want. But have you find this all? Okay, finding of this one. Okay, finding of this one is somewhat difficult, right? Then how to find? So in this curve, you want only this portion. Okay, so what I'm doing is to find this one, I divide this one into in 3 different ways. Okay, how I divide is I divide into one rectangle of this one. Okay, nothing but one rectangle of this one. Okay, rectangle is this one, and I divide this one. Okay. Okay, addition of this and this one. This is the first you take, it is the second. And from these two, if I remove this portion, then I get the only this portion, right? Okay. If I remove this one, I get the only this portion. Okay, this is you remove. Right? Same thing I am doing here. So now I calculate what is the area of this rectangle first. What is the area of this rectangle? this is the height is P1, height is P1, right? So height is P1 and what is the width? It is V1. So that I can say that it is a sum of P1 V1, right? Next, what I want? I want this one. From the non-flow process, we know that what is the area of this one? It is integral of 1 to 2 P into dV, right? So from these two, I have to remove this one. So I have to remove this one. Okay, this portion I have to remove. Okay, what is this portion? This is height is P1, P2, and the length is V2. So this is a P2 into V2 because it is a rectangle. This is a length into breadth P2, V2. So from this one P1, V1 plus P integral of 1 to 2 P dV, I remove the P2, V2. Then I get the work done. Okay. Now this equation we simplify into this form. Why? Because these equations we just before we calculated. So we use the previous advantage. We do the next one. Okay. So here also in a flow process we have a 5 different processes again: isobaric, isochoric, isothermal, adiabatic, and polytropic process. So for the first we do the isobaric process. In an isobaric process, the meaning of this one is I have this equation. Okay, nothing but a constant pressure condition. Okay, so what is the left of this area I have to find. Okay, the constant pressure means from the previous equation, what is the value of this one? It is a P into V2 minus V1, right? So here the pressure is constant means it is a constant pressure P. Here I write a V2 minus, sorry, it is a V1 actually. It is a V1 minus, so actually V1 minus V2. Okay, I write a P1 is constant so that V1, V2. This one I get that plus directly P into V2 minus V1. I take the minus common, that means minus P into V2 minus V1 plus P into V2 minus V1. So that cancel off this one, you get the what is the value? 0. And from the graph also, the area to the left of this graph, do you have any area? No, there is no area you can find. So that it is also from the graph also you can say that work is 0. In a flow process, isobaric process, the work done under isobaric process is 0. Okay, in a non-flow process, work done under isochoric process is 0. But in a flow process, work done under isobaric process is equal to 0 in a flow process. Okay, this is you have to understand. But in a isochoric process, in a flow process, we have this equation, right? We have this equation P1 V1 plus integral of 1 to 2 P dV minus P2 V2, right? So we have this equation from the previous expression. What is the value of this one? You can say this is a simply 0, right? So here the volume is constant, right? But the pressure is varying P1 to P2. So what is the work done? Work done is equal to V into P1 minus P2, right? So from the diagram also we can say it is, the diagram is, this is length if you take, this is a width if you take. What is the length? Length is equal to P1 minus P2, right? P1 minus P2. That means this is the highest, this is the lowest. You can say the length is P1 minus P2. What is the width? Width is from here to here, it is a V. So that work done, that means area under the area left of this one, we can say that V into P1 minus P2. In an isochoric process, you can say that work done is equal to V into P1 minus P2. In an isochoric process for flow processes, right? So same thing you evaluate for the isothermal process also. In an isothermal process, what is the value we get? What is the value we get? We get the value is logarithm P1, sorry. We get the value is P1 V1 into log of V2 by V1, right? What is the isothermal process means? Constant temperature, and also we can write PV is equal to constant. That means P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 is equal to PV is equal to constant. That means what is the value of P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. That means this one you can simply cancel. That means what you have? Only integral of PdV you have. What is the value of integral PdV? It is equal to P1 V1 log of V2 by V1. If you do the area of this one, you get the same value. W is equal to P1 V1 logarithm of V2 by V1. So from this one you can understand that whether it is a flow process or a non-flow process, for isothermal process the value of work is equal. Either it is a flow or non-flow, isothermal process work done is equal to 0. So the work done is equal, both cases it is equal. Right? That's it we can understand from this one. Then we can do the same process for adiabatic process. Please concentrate on this one. This is somewhat lengthier process to calculate. So in adiabatic process means we know that PV power gamma is equal to constant, and also we can also write P1 V1 power gamma is equal to P2 V2 power gamma is equal to constant. Okay. So now you write W is equal to P1 V1. Okay, actually this is P1 V1 minus P2 V2. You write it a common, and what is the value of this one we get? We get in a previously we get the value of P1. So previously how much we value get? We get the value is P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus gamma we get, right? We get this value. So write the same equation, P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus gamma. Okay, now do the simplification of this equation. Do the multiplication, 1 minus gamma into P1 V1 minus P2 V2 plus P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus gamma. Right? Now simplify this equation. What you get? The 1 into P1 V1 is equal to 1 into P1 V1 minus P2 V2 minus of so I bring the minus to the inside. Okay, I get the minus inside. What do you get? You get the positive gamma, right? What do you get the value? It is P2 V2 minus P1 V1. So I bring the minus into inside, plus here also you get the P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus gamma. So from this one what do you get? So here you can also do in such a way that this is P1 V1, right? So you can also take a common of minus P2 V2 minus P1 V1. So I take the minus common out, plus gamma into P2 V2 minus P1 V1, plus write this one P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by whole by 1 minus gamma. This equation you can simply cancel. What you have finally? Work done is equal to gamma into 1 minus gamma into P2 V2 minus P1 V1. This is you have. So W you can also tell in such a way that gamma by 1 minus gamma, right? Gamma by 1 minus gamma. PV, how you write? You write in terms of RT2 minus RT1, just before we discussed. Right? You take in a common of R into gamma by 1 minus gamma into T2 minus T1. So R by 1 minus gamma, what you get? R by 1 minus gamma, that's mean R into gamma 1 minus gamma, you get the value of this one is Cp. That means specific heated constant pressure into T2 minus T1. This is work done equation for this one. If you again simplify this one, you get the work done equation is H2 minus H1. That means difference of enthalpies. You can also write up to here, or you can also write up to here, and it depends on your interest. You can also write up to here. If you know the PV values, you can stop here. If you know the RT values, you can come here. If you know the enthalpies, you can also come here. So from this one, you can understand that in a flow process, adiabatic change is nothing but work done. The rate of change of adiabatic thing is called work done. Okay, that you can understand from flow process. Okay, apply the same for the non-flow process. Apply the same for a flow process of polytropic process. What you have? Same P1 V1 minus P2 V2 into what you have here P2 V2 minus P1 V1 into 1 minus N. From this one, what you get? You get the similar equation of N by 1 minus N into P2 V2 minus P1 V1 you get. Okay, so this is a work done for the polytropic process. So now apply the values of N is equal to 0 for isobaric process, N is equal to 1 for isothermal, N is equal to infinity for isochoric, N is equal to gamma for isobaric. So you apply this equation in this one, you get the same values of work done what you get. Okay, so this is the step-by-step process of finding the many situations, that means many work done equations in our systems, right? Okay, this is a equation for this one. So if you go for the drawing of a graph for this one, so I am trying to draw the graph for this one, right? I draw the graph, try to draw the graph for this one. Okay, so if you draw the graph of this one, the value of n is such a way that it is n is equal to 0. Okay, so this is nothing but n is equal to 1, and this is you can call as n is equal to 2, this is you call as n is equal to 3. In between you have n is equal to 1.4, and this is you call as n is equal to infinity. This is you call as a expansion process, and the same here n is equal to 0, n is equal to infinity, and n is equal to 1, and you can also call n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3 here. So this is you call as a compression process. So if you draw the graphs for the n values and the p values, you get this one. Okay, if you draw the if you want to find the from this polytropic process, if you want to find the isobaric process, and also same way you have n by 1 minus n into p2 minus p2 v2 minus p1 v1, right? So in isobaric process, isobaric means n is equal to 0, n is equal to 0, and p is equal to constant, right? P is equal to constant. So substitute the value of n, 0 by 1 minus 0 into p into v2 minus v1. So 0 by 1 is equal to 0. So that you can say that work done in a flow process equal to 0. Same we get the previous. In this way, you can also write n is equal to infinity in an isochoric process. Okay. So here, if you substitute that v is equal to constant on that one, it is infinity by 1 minus infinity. So that you can do the integration of this one. Okay. So 1 minus infinity, you get that some value of this one, right? So you finally got the value of p2 minus v2, right? So same thing you apply for the isothermal process, n is equal to 1. Anyhow, for the n is equal to 1, 1 by 0 you get. Okay, for this one you do the L'Hospital rule, you get the value of this one is equal to p1 v1 into log of v2 by v1 you get, right? And for the same adiabatic process, substitute the n is equal to gamma, that is gamma by 1 minus gamma into p2 v2 minus p1 v1 you get. Okay, just if you know the formula for the polytropic process, just apply the values of n and the pressure volume conditions, then you get the equation of this. Okay, this is all about the work done equation for the 5 different conditions for the both flow and non-flow process, right? So by this we can understand that what is the importance of work, what is the importance of things to calculate, right? Depends on the pressure and volume conditions, we can easily find the what is the work done on that system, right? So by this we conclude this video, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.